Where have I been? I've been gone for like a month and 16 days. I haven't uploaded anything since the 27th of February, and there are two main reasons why. And also, there's like a small fun thing I did. If you stick around the end of the video, I'll tell you about that. Okay, so the first thing I did was that I got a job. If you saw my last two videos, those being the weekly journal 2 and the update on my channel video, I probably mentioned in one of them that I was looking for a job and I didn't just want to be lazy and sit around in the house. I eventually did get a job in March, but unfortunately I wasn't able to keep it for very long because I just wasn't built for it. I just wasn't made for that kind of job. You see, I worked as a door-to-doors guy for a charity. I thought this was a job that was like great because it'll help me get better talking with people, because it's technically called approaching. But despite my positive intentions and reasons, I just wasn't made for it. Just wasn't made for going door to door talking to people. Compared to my co-workers who were honestly fantastic at the job, well, I just sucked. After a week at the job, I realized I had to leave. I spoke to my mentor about it, who realized that I wasn't really doing a good job. He said, okay. I thanked him. I thanked my other mentor. She was great too. And I said bye. But I didn't want to leave on like a negative note because it was a shame they had to hire someone who was so not built for the job. So I recommended my brother, who is a pretty good speaker. And if he wants, he can take up the job. It's funny how my brother's advice came to help him instead of me, the person he gave the advice to. And that was that this world is built of connections. You talk to people, you get to know people, you get different benefits, which benefits him. Okay, that's enough about the job. Now let's talk about my art career crisis. For those who watched my first video, I said that I wanted to become a storyboard artist, but there are a few things that I think I left out in that video. But so let's go over my storyboarding journey. First, I wanted to become a storyboard artist for since 2021, 2020. And in 2023, I took a storyboarding course in February, and I learned so much. It was so peak. It was kind of the best courses ever. And around 2 months later, after that course in 2023, I found an internship, but I needed a portfolio, so I quickly rushed one. It was terrible, and I obviously didn't get the job. But I didn't let that put me down. I decided to use the rest of the year for learning how to draw better. So I took an online course, not another online course, because I had to go to the uni for that storyboarding course, so I can improve my knowledge in art. You notice how I said knowledge in art? I'll get to that later. I'll get to it quite soon. After finishing that course in late 2023, I knew I was ready to create a portfolio. So I got my notebook out and started to create the story sequences, but I couldn't get myself to draw. I just wasn't motivated to. I kind of lost the will to do it. I say motivated, but motivation doesn't really matter. It's all about discipline. And it wasn't until, and back to topic, it wasn't until yesterday I realized that because I haven't been able to draw for myself, no personal art I've been making, I've never really seen the point of it. I believe I mentioned that before in the first video, that I couldn't draw for another person if I couldn't draw for myself. That was the struggle. Because earlier, a few days ago, I thought the reason was I just didn't want to work with others. But that isn't true. I just wasn't working for myself. So I need to make stuff for myself before I'm able to, work for others. So for now, I'll just be working on my creative needs, to fill out the creative well, as they call it, to get things out of my mind, draw constantly. And I'll be using this YouTube channel too as a journal, or a journal part of my original journal. A money-making journal? It's hard to explain, because I normally journal. That helps me clear my mind. It's the only thing that's been keeping me sane for so long. But you need to make money in this world. I think it's called late-stage capitalism or something. So I'll be making videos based around my journal entries and hopefully make money out of it. So no, do the like and subscribe stuff. And yeah, making videos, then after focusing on making art for me. And once I've done that enough, I'll become a storyboard artist. So let me tell you about that fun thing I did. I got invited by a friend of mine to the 2024 Pokemon Championships in London. Yippee! He went to watch the Pokemon Unite battle since he likes Pokemon Unite a lot. Damn. And I got myself some plushies and toys. So I got myself a Mimikyu, an Ampharos, a Pachirisu plushie, and I got my siblings an Eevee plushie because they really wanted some. This was the first convention I went to, and it's not something I'd ever forget. Why do I sound so bored? It would be nice to go to more conventions, but if I ever need to go to another convention, I'm gonna need a lot of money. Damn, I'm gonna need a lot of money. So it'd be nice to continue watching my videos, my future videos, because the ones I made in the past are pretty bad. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, clicking all the clickies, and bye bye.